Hey guys, so I have another Kendra G reaction video. Hopefully you guys like the other ones. So let's get started.
Hello?
Hey Kendra,
Hey, what's your name?
Dion.
Dion, aren't you so pretty?
Oh, thank you.
Dion, where you calling us from, honey?
I'm calling.
Do you guys think she's pretty? I mean, I would say she's a 6, right? I guess she has that really sunken in like mouth and cheek that's off-putting. So I don't know. I don't really think she's that pretty. Maybe it's me, or maybe this is very unflattering video. I don't know.
From Calgary in Canada.
Oh, Canada. How old are you?
I'm gonna be 36 end of May.
36. Oh, that's a Gemini, right?
36.
Yep.
36 on the way. You have any kids?
None.
Wow. 36 and no kids. I'd say I mean, 36, no kids, and still looking. Okay? Still looking. That's a red flag. Right? Because you gotta say, why is a woman at 36 with no kids still looking for a man? She must have what I mean, I'm not saying she's terrible looking, right? She's okay, right? So you gotta think, why didn't she have a man already, right? There's gotta be some issues with that.
No kids. What do you do for a living?
I do admin for a company and I have my own body contouring company.
Body contouring company. All right, so this is Dion, Canada, 36, Gemini. No kids, owns her own admin company and body contouring company. Let's do it. What part of Canada?
Alberta, so like west side, close to Vancouver.
People thought you were in your 20s.
Hey, I'll take it.
What kind of man you looking for, baby?
An older man, somebody who is funny, somebody who's loyal, somebody who is a good problem solver, somebody who's patient, somebody who's kind. Yeah.
Does he have to be? Huh?
Someone who's a gentleman and generous. Yeah.
Okay, a couple of things I want to break down.
She looks like she's had some things done with her, right? I admit, right? People who said she looks young, I would say like she borderlines that for me, right? I could see, like, let's say, you know, like I mean, like probably like nose and up, I guess, kind of looks young. But her, I don't know. Maybe I'm off. Maybe you guys see better looking than I see it, right? Because I don't know. It's just she seems like she got stuff done because her mouth is, or her cheeks part is just so indented. It's off putting to me. It's kind of like old, but I don't know.
So older, how much older?
Well, I'm gonna be 36. I don't want kids. He can have kids if he wants. So I'm thinking 38 to a good in shape 50.
Okay, 38 to in shape 50. Generous. Break down what generous means.
What kind of 30-year-old guy? Committed oriented, really doesn't want kids. I mean, maybe not marriage commitment, then fine, I guess, right? Because marrying a woman, and what's the point if you don't have kids? I mean, then you don't need to marry her. No.
Here.
Just somebody who's willing to not spoil. Somebody who's willing to help out. To be honest, I do want a provider. I'm not a gold digger or anything. I do work my own job. I love having my own company, but obviously somebody who does well for themselves.
Okay, so do you want to get married?
I do want to get married. Yeah, I was engaged before.
Okay.
I was with my ex-fiance for 12 years, and I feel like I learned a lot from that relationship where I'm
you guys
ready
were together for 12 years?
12 years out of high school, yeah.
Why did you guys get married?
We didn't get married because we grew apart. We grew apart from being, what were we, 17 to 32. A lot changed.
Okay. Now, what's the question you said? Oh,
See, I want women to. It's like that's always the women's side language, right? Grew apart. Usually, she felt right that he's not adequate enough at the time in her life. Which she said, what 32? So within her 30s, she felt like he wasn't enough for her, and it's ridiculous, right? You think of this: 12 years with one man. So you only have one man's worth of dating experience, really. One man's worth of relationship experience. You wasted your youth on one man that later on in your life you deemed not adequate to spend the rest of your life with. That's a red flag, right? Men have to see these kind of red flags where here's a woman that spent years with this man, and it's hard to tell because I'm not saying that I'm not getting. I don't have the full story, but she spent years with this man, spent her youth with this man, and then felt that it wasn't good enough to spend the rest of her life with. Why would you waste those years then? Why would you like at let's say year 6, you didn't were smart enough like, oh, maybe this man is not good enough to spend another 6 years with. This is the problem with women where they just waste years. They're not. How could she be marriage oriented when she did not have that focus? You spent 12 years with a man and you still didn't get married. Why do women do this to themselves? Why spend so many years with one man and pretty much the relationship goes nowhere? It shows you that your lack of wisdom, right? And your just, what would I say? I mean, it's like you have no forethought of what's important. You don't have priorities set. You don't have. She probably was a girl that was career oriented, right? She said it. Her careers and all that stuff. So now at 36, she finds out, her career is not as fulfilling, right? And it's tiring, to work yourself up in the corporate world, whatever, building your own, your own entrepreneur business, working in whatever is tiring. So now she wants a man that she's not going to give kids to, but she probably wants to marry. She wants him to, propose to her and get married for her and be the provider. What does a man get from that? I mean, she's 36. She ain't 26. So you're getting older. So he's not getting her youth. Although, yeah, some people may say she looks young, but well, I'll say your personality shows your age as well. The trauma, the inexperience, the immaturity, the delusion. I mean, that shows your age as well.
Provider. So do you want to not work?
Oh no, I want to work. I love my job and love what I do. Yeah.
But you want him to provide, like, is that paying your bills? I don't know if you own your car, paying your car note. Like, what in ways would he provide for you that you desire?
Well, yeah, definitely. I would want us to live together, obviously, and I feel like the man provides the mortgage if that's what we're doing, and I like buy groceries and the utilities. Not 50-50, but you know what? You help and I help. We make it work together.
Okay. All right. Does he have to look a certain way?
No, I'm not picky. Honestly, at this time in my life. Honestly, somebody who's attractive to me. I mean, attraction is a big part. But somebody who's
You can see that important in her in this time of life. She's 36 and she still has the edge of pickiness, right? But still has these expectations of a provider. What are you getting? What is he getting really? I mean, she's not gonna have kids. She doesn't seem like the cooking and cleaning type. So, I mean, and at 36, you're not much of a trophy wife. Buying groceries, the fuck is that? Women seems like that, like these little small little chores is like the best thing for a man. I mean, come on.
funny, somebody who is loyal. I think somebody who can keep a conversation. I like talking about politics. I love talking about what's going on in the world. Somebody who can keep a conversation. That's something I really value.
Okay. Now let me ask this question directly. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I mean,
Well, of course, yeah. I feel 100K.
100K is the least.
The least, yeah.
You probably really want to say like 300K.
I just want a go-getter. I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody wanting a man or a woman who's a go-getter. Obviously, I don't make 100K. I make good money for myself, but it's because I have a drive. I have a drive to do well for myself, and I think a person who doesn't make so much money might be harsh to say, but maybe they don't have that much drive. So I just want somebody who's driven.
Okay. And I'm assuming, do you normally date men that fit all these categories?
Kendra, let me tell you, I only had one boyfriend. That was my ex, one boyfriend. And since 2020, I've been like on dating apps and stuff like that. It's just been horrible. It's a horrible.
it's good that she has a low. I mean, I'm assuming, right? So it's good that she has a low notch count. That's great. But again, at 36, she has no experience with men. And she has high expectations of men. It's like, you want a man that's 100K. Do you know what comes along with that type of man? You're not going to give him any kids. So there's really not a whole lot of value you could bring in this man's life. At 30, I'm okay. These sounds harsh by itself, but you have to put them as a whole package, right? What is a man? Again, at 100K, he's still a high echelon man, and assuming that he needs to provide for her fully, you might even think about a higher six-figure man. What is he getting marrying her? I mean, again, if she's asking for a 50-year-old man, that may be different. A 38-year-old man, no, I don't think so. A 38-year-old man that has 100K and has children already, I mean, and that would marry her. Why wouldn't he marry someone that at 26 instead of 36? I mean, it's like if he could if he as at 38 makes 100K, I'm pretty sure he has a chance with a 26-year-old. So really, and a 26-year-old, would probably give him kids if he wants it, because it's you gotta give a man more choices, more incentives to want to be with you. As many as you can give him. She's not giving him youth. I guess beauty is like, she's not terrible. I didn't say she's terrible, right? I think she's a little bit above average. She's probably cute, right? In the Kevin Samuel scale, she's cute. I mean, from what I see, I mean, I don't see much, but body probably fit. I mean, she has a skinny face, so her body could probably go along with that. So that's okay. But pretty much everything she has in the look wise, you can find it in a 26-year-old. Yeah, so really, it's again, her age is a factor, you know, because you take away the age with if you are less, picky. Again, people don't realize a six-figure man is not an easy man to get to. That's it.
Dating culture on the apps. I've met a lot of people, but not anybody with like substance that I want to marry. Yeah.
Well, because substance is not necessarily first, the money's first for you. There's a lot of guys with substance, but you might have to choose between substance and money.
I wouldn't say money's first for me. I don't go into a date asking how much do you make.
Well, you don't go on a date asking how much you make, but I'm quite sure you go on a certain type of date. Nothing wrong with it, but I think this is the challenge. Nothing wrong. Listen, I am a firm believer. Listen, y'all, it's y'all life, right? After this moment, we'll probably never talk again, or who knows how life works. So I don't care what y'all do. I just think that you got to think of all ways. Substance, and not saying it doesn't happen. You can't have a lot of money and have substance, but a lot of times when you focus on the money, you're not necessarily focused on substance because substance doesn't equal money. You can have substance and might not have the money.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's okay. I mean, you can make a decision. I do think if I had a young girl that was on the show who was 21, who was very aware of what she desired and she knew what she was asking for, and I respected it. So either way, we gotta do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I just got home from the gym, so.
I mean, you look good, and you're 36. You look very good. We thought you were in your 20s.
She has a cute body, right? Like I said, her face looked like she has a skinny body, which she does. Okay. She has a decent body, okay face. Like Kendra said, right? You have to take everything into consideration. A six-figure man will look for a different type of woman. That's just it. Although she fits the looks, but I'm like, I don't know. I really think that there are men, right, at six-figure that would date women in their own age, but most times those type of men would also date younger women as well, and they also would probably date multiple women. You gotta think, six-figure man, you cannot expect them, to have characters and morals. Not necessarily. I'm not saying that's true in all aspects, right? But you have to take everything into consideration. You gotta know what you're looking for, right? I would say, you definitely should pick for a guy in his late 40s, early 50s. That's what I would say. So because then it's her age will be a benefit to men like that, right? It will be more tempting to men like that, while her looks and her age would be more of a plus for men those age. A man at 38, even at 40, that's not necessarily a plus for him. Just saying.
Yeah.
You look good, girl. All right. So, what was your last relationship? Was it your ex-fiance?
Yeah, I was 2020, so 3 years ago.
All right, and then you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
I won't answer that.
That's fine. What are 3 flaws that you have?
Well, that tells you that it was pretty recent, right? So I would say, hopefully, right, having one man for 12 years, she has low body count, but those 3 years, she might have made up for it. So that's something to take into consideration as well.
I think too much. I think too much. I'm a little bit of an introvert for sure. And I'm a little bit not possessive, but territorial.
Territorial. Okay. And you don't want kids, but the guy can come with kids.
Oh, definitely. Like older kids, like 14. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'd be a great stepmom.
So be a great stepmom. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm loving, I'm caring, I am nurturing, I'm fun. I like to have fun. I like to make jokes and.
Who do you nurture? You don't even have kids. You don't want kids. What is nurturing gonna do for a man? I mean, one of the biggest things women complain about men is they don't want to be their mothers. What does your being a nurturer mean when you don't want kids? Ridiculous.
I like to listen. I like to learn. I'm always up for an adventure. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. This is Dion, Canada. Oh, does he have to be in Canada?
No.
No. So you will relocate?
I would. Yeah.
Okay. 36, Gemini, no kids, doesn't want kids, admin, administrator, also owns her own body contouring company. How can the guy reach out to you, Book?
I do these videos because I want to show people what type of women are out there. I've said it in my other videos, right? We have detractors, right? Critics, haters, talking about in men's podcasts that they only show the young, attractive, stupid women. That's not true. That's far from the truth. They may have those women, but they have a wide range of women. That's why I say it's these manosphere, these red pills, these kind of videos show a good representation of a wide spectrum of women. So women in all aspect are delusional. Here's a woman that at 36 wanting a six-figure man. Whoop-de-doo. That's nothing new. And all of these, all these podcasts, the Fresh and Fit podcast, whatever podcast, the women say six-figure men. So they constantly say it. Here's a 36-year-old woman who's, I guess, established in her career. Who call her stupid, right? Wanting a six-figure man. Woo. There's nothing new there. That's common. That's the average woman right there. So this is what men are dealing with. And I'm just saying, I want to show that more and more, because why I'm doing these videos, that showing what type of women are there. There are many types of women, and a lot of them say the same things in what they want in men. A lot of them have these expectations in men. And at 36, she hasn't even found that man. The 3 years that she, I don't know, mingled and let loose, she didn't find no man that wanted to give her the commitment. So, and she's on a time crunch. She's only getting older, not younger. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to do, other reaction videos in the same other Kendra G videos, because I think it's a good representation of a wide range of different types of women. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. But that's it.